This is an interview with our staff. We hope that you want to do it. So, what's your name?
My name is Christine Young.
Okay. So, what subjects do you teach here at Northview?
Here at Northview, I currently teach science and math.
Okay. How long have you been teaching?
I think this is my 14th year, but this is my second year at Northview.
Okay. So,
I taught at schools in Burke County. I taught all middle school, all 7th grade, but I taught at East Burke Middle, taught there for 3 years, and then I taught at Heritage Middle School. So I transferred schools so I could be at a school that my kids went to. So, and then once my kids got out of middle school, that's when I came to Hickory to Northview.
would you describe your class, please?
Okay, I think that my class is fun and interactive, and we learn a lot of different stuff. I try to meet the different needs of the kids. So if some of them are hands-on, then I try to put hands-on stuff into the class. And if some kids need to go back and maybe relearn something, I kind of give them that opportunity. Or if kids like you are ready to move on, I'll try to push them, a little bit and maybe do something that some of the other kids aren't doing to enrich what they're doing. But fun, I hope, because, not that everything can be fun, but usually if you're having fun, you want to be there and you're into it and learning what's going on. So.
Yeah, I find it fun.
Good.
What's your favorite part of the teaching? The subject, math,
Okay, well, my favorite part about math is I just like math. I love math. My husband and I have been watching, I can't even remember what that show is that comes on now, but it's where they have these really smart people like you that solve different crimes. It's they work on Homeland stuff, and I can't think of what the name of it is, but we were watching it the other night, and they were able to solve the crime, but it was mostly by using different math things. They were able to figure out how to stop the car that was in front of them by hitting it at the right angle that would make it spin in a certain way that made it where they caught the people. Anyway, and so I looked at my husband and I was like, math. So I just really love math. And so my free time, I like doing puzzles and things like that deal with math. And so that's my favorite part, is I get to do something that I love all day. And then science has a lot of math in it, but also it's things that I've always been interested in, like weather or engineering and things like that.
So where were you originally from?
Well, I was born and raised in North Carolina, not far from Catawba County, just one county over in Burke County, and then just kind of have stuck around here.
So if you could teach another subject, what would it be?
I'm not very artsy. I'm not that good at it, but I like to do it. I like to do creative stuff. So in my free time, I'll make crafts and stuff like that. And I may not necessarily say I'm good at it, but I like to do it. So maybe art.
Okay. Who was your inspiration to become a teacher?
Maybe my 7th grade math teacher. She just really got me interested and made me like math a lot. And so kind of all through school, I always kind of thought back about her and how she taught. And I just really liked being in her class. And she made a difference to me, so that made me, hope that I could make a difference.
So where did you go to college?
I went to Appalachian State, and my major was math, not teaching. And so I went out into the real world and did math stuff for a while, and then all my friends were teachers, and so they kept saying, you would be such a good teacher, come teach, and so I finally did, and I was like, yeah, you're right, I really like it, and so, but I went to App. So.
What degrees do you have?
My bachelor's is in math, and then I had a minor in computer science and a minor in business. So, and I'm looking at going back to school to get my master's soon at Lenore Ryan. I've been looking at a master's program there.
Who made the biggest impact on your life?
Probably my mom. Just because she was just very independent, and like there was nothing that you could set in front of her that she, wouldn't overcome or do whatever she had to do to be the best at it. She was a police officer, and so she was like a female in with all these males, which was really hard and a lot of new territory. There wasn't many women in law enforcement at that time, and she was the first sergeant that was ever like in Burke County. So she would like set her mind to do stuff, and that just showed me how hard work paid off, and so that I could achieve my goals too.
So besides for your 7th grade teacher and your friends, why else did you become a teacher?
Well, I like to do it. When I was in the business world, when somebody would like have a hard time learning something, they would always put them with me because I just was able to get across to them, and so I kind of knew it was something I was pretty good at. And then I have 3 kids of my own, and I would always sit down with them and do their homework, and it was just fun to me. And I mean, mainly because you hope that you'll teach kids that will then go out and make a difference in the world and make it a better place. So.
Okay, well, thank you for spending some time with us, and we appreciate all you do here in Northview.
Thank you.
This is Luke Ryan from the Northeast Team Club, wishing all of you a good day.